Before I started this YouTubing, I never realized how difficult it is to actually set it up. Like, it seems a lot easier than it actually is. Anyway, I'm loving it, but it is just a lot to try and figure out. Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is my first official upload of a video, so I thought I would start with an unboxing. I thought it was a good way to introduce myself to YouTube and it not be too crazy. So I thought I would go through the unboxing and my experience at Dior. It's a bag I've been eyeing up for a while, so it wasn't an impulse purchase, although I wasn't 100% sure on the color that I wanted, but I knew I wanted the bag to be part of my collection. I've forgotten the backstory to the bag, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So, this wasn't my first purchase with Dior. My first experience was so pleasant. The essays were some of the nicest people I have ever met. They couldn't do enough for you. They followed up with a personal email. They really were very thorough. They weren't rushing you to make a decision with your purchase, and I kind of really like that. You're spending a lot of money. You want to make sure it's the bag you want, the size you want. You don't want to feel pressurized of, oh my God, I've got to buy this bag because they're helping me. And sometimes you can feel like that in certain designer stores. So my first bag that I purchased was the mini Dior saddlebag. I absolutely love this bag. It was my first Dior purchase and I was so happy with it. It's actually the first black designer bag that I actually own, which was definitely missing in my wardrobe. So it has really kind of added something to my handbag collection. Although I will admit it fits absolutely nothing in it. It is the smallest bag known to mankind, but I've learned how to use it. I can get a couple of cards in, my lipstick, my lip liner, my car key if I take my house keys off, and the saving grace because I have the iPhone 11 is there's a pouch in the back and I just slot the phone in the back of the pouch like so. I kind of let it hang over. I hang my sunglasses from this side and this is how I actually carry the bag. I love it though, and I did buy it more so for an evening piece, not during the daytime. I haven't purchased the big strap, so for me this is much more of an evening bag, so it's perfect. I must admit I do love mini bags, so you will find in my collection there is a lot of mini bags and not a lot of practical bags, but that's okay. I just bring a second bag that's more practical. So let's get back to this purchase. First of all, I absolutely loved the packaging this season. The box was the same. I thought that packaging was so luxurious, and honestly, this is worth displaying on its own. It's so beautiful. The first bag I purchased on Rodeo Drive, my saddlebag. The second bag I purchased in South Coast Plaza, and I can say from both stores in different parts of the city, the service was seamless. It was second to none and it was so good. I have quite a lot of designer bags. I'm a big fan of Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all the main brands that you can think of. One thing I will find is I feel Dior is a little bit more special than Louis Vuitton, but to me it's a little bit more affordable than Chanel, and at the moment I do have a Chanel bag, but at the moment I'm kind of struggling with where Chanel is going. The crazy color palettes and crazy greens, purples is just a little bit too much for me, and I feel it's gone a lot more trend than classic, which is why I have returned to Dior, as I feel that saddlebag was out 20 years ago with a creative director. It's now been brought back out again. The same with the Lady Dior. It's a classic bag. Princess Diana has carried it, and I feel like it's a timeless piece. It's a piece of my closet or collection that's not going to go out of fashion, and in 10, 15 years, 20 years, it's a bag that I could still reach for or pass down. So when I've been buying bags lately, that's what I've been trying to think of, is bags that will grow with me, and not necessarily bags that I'm obsessed with at the minute, but in 6 months I will just say they were trend bags and a waste of time. So I'm trying to be a little bit more considerate with my purchases for the longevity. So that led me to this bag. And as you can see, it is very classic. It is an off-white. They did have a stronger white Lady Dior out before. This is an off-white. It's a more softer white. And I think the white, bright white one came with silver hardware. This is like a soft gold hardware. The gold hardware isn't too gold, which I love, so it lends to both metals. So I kind of love that. I love to mix metals, and I think you really can with this bag. As you can see, it's the mini, but you can actually fit a lot more in it than the saddlebag. I got my camera, my phone, my card wallet, my lipstick, lip liner, and my keys in it the other day, which is a lot for a mini bag. I'm quite small, I'm only 5'2", and I'm quite petite, so sometimes bags can look a bit too big on me. I tried the medium size in this, and honestly, the bag looked like it was wearing me, and for me, I don't want to look like that. If I'm purchasing a bag, I want it to complement me, not to look like it's taking over me. So it was a bit too briefcase-like for me, which is why I sized down. I was originally looking for the bigger size. Just to give you a side-by-side comparison, this is the side difference. So as you can see, you lose like a quarter of the bag. But I'm super happy with the two purchases. And this bag comes with a mini strap, like so, that you can attach to the bag, or you could carry like this if you wanted to. It has the gold hardware detailing on it as well, which I love. One thing I found out when I was in Dior purchasing this bag is they can actually send the straps away and get you new straps. If, like me, you wear a lot of fake tan, that was music to my ears, because sometimes my bags can look a little well loved judging by the handle, even if the rest of the bag looks like it's in great condition. So knowing that I can send them away to be redone or cleaned was a really good bonus that I thought that they offered. So overall, I've used the bag a couple of times and I am so happy with it. It adds a sense of classiness to any outfit, whether it's plain, dressed up or dressed down. I really love this bag. I wore it to Soho House last weekend and I got so many compliments on it. So it is a bag that's going to be in my handbag closet or collection for a long time. And I just wanted to run through with you because I know that sometimes purchasing designer bags can be overwhelming. It's a lot of money. You want to make sure you're making the right decisions and you want to make sure you're investing in the right brands. So what I suggest is research it. Make sure you've thought through, can you put it with like 10, 15, 20 outfits? Is it going to elevate your outfits, or are you just buying it because it's heavily logoed and it's on trend at the minute, but it's not really going to work in your wardrobe? One thing I've gotten better at is knowing my color palettes. I've realized I wear a lot of the same colors in my wardrobe and I need my bags to work with it. I might be obsessed with a bag, but it might completely clash with all of my clothes in my wardrobe. And at that point, it's pointless because I'm not going to get the wear out of it. So I've tried to buy bags, neutral tone bags, that work with my closet. I'm not a colors person, so if you are a colors person, by all means, splash out and go for a vibrant color. For me, I don't really like bright color bags, so it's not an area that I'm even interested in exploring. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry, you're probably not gonna get it from me here. All my bags are like muted. When I think of all the bags I'm carrying lately, they're all very neutral tone. I know it's like a big investment, and I also know it's scary when you buy a bag for, you know, a serious amount of money and you're thinking to yourself, is it really worth it? For me, they're like my children, they're like my art. I don't like art in my house. My house is very plain and very white and muted toned. So for me, I get my artwork displayed every day, and I think that's a much better way to spend your money. But each to their own, and some people will say it's stupid to spend your money on designer items. And that's okay too. And remember, please don't rush any of your purchases. Like I said, it's a big investment. Make sure you've thought through, make sure you can pick at least 15 to 20 outfits that you know that bag is gonna kill that outfit and look unbelievable when you wear it. Please do not rush, and never ever feel intimidated or stressed to purchase a bag in a shop impulsively. You're gonna regret it, and it's not gonna be the bag. It's not gonna live up to what it's supposed to, because you're going to feel guilty for spending that amount of money and you haven't really thought it through. So make sure you don't rush your purchases. Thanks for watching, and I'm so excited, like I said in my intro, to get my YouTube channel started. And yeah, I can't wait to start playing around and having a lot of creative fun. So it's exciting.